Hi everybody, Diane's back again with some Christmas crafts, arts, whatever you want to call it. I'm making a few Christmas cards. They all have scrapbook paper images on them. I just pulled some stuff, you can't see it, my Christmas scrapbook paper box I had out. And I've got a lot of images in there, I admit it. And I just grabbed some, just make cards, just do it. So I went ahead and glued the bases and the images down. I just thought we'd get ahead of that game instead of me hunting around. This is tissue paper, the red here that's coming up. And actually that looks kind of cool if you ever want to try that. And I did, overlap. It really wasn't intentional at first, but then I sort of liked it, so then it was intentional. And this narrow washi tape around there. And the card bases are just all white cardstock. But I need, we need more than this. So I have some papers kind of pre-pulled over here that you can't see. I did not get ribbon up yet. I imagine I would want ribbon. I don't know. I guess if I don't know, who does, right? Here, this one I was looking for. I don't know, Santa Claus presents, right? I know I have an adequate amount of Christmas cards to send out, but since I sort of had this in my mind, I could make 1,000,000. Well, 1,000. But I thought, well, I should do it before I actually want to send cards out, right? In case I make something so sensational that I just have to send it out this year. I suppose I should be fussying all this stuff, right? Such a bore. Well, if I had a few presents around, maybe some ribbon, and then one of these ho-ho-hos. This paper is really old. Well, I guess a red one. I kind of like this one. Then I have to sneak another ho, so it's 3. I know, this isn't fussy cutting, this is trimming. Of course, nowadays, ho, 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 it makes me think of, Ralphie and the Santa slide and all that. I'm talking about A Christmas Story, of course. I really haven't given any thought to the insides of these. I probably will just print off or handwrite. Oh, okay. The corners did not meet up right. I knew they weren't going to. I knew they weren't going to, so I just didn't even bother to try. So I thought I could camouflage that with a snowflake or maybe put, a present down there or something. Let's see if one of these is big enough. Probably would do the trick. I sort of thought about, trying to do it right, making it meet and everything, and no way. This time of year, I don't have time for that. All right, that's okay. I may add another one or something. Come here. Okay. still needs like, maybe dotting in some snow or something like that, but that's pretty good. All right, I'll glue all this stuff off camera. And then the other one, isn't that pretty? Except I got the sheet music kind of crooked, and I knew that. So I tried to pull it up to, reposition it, and it started tearing. So we'll have to put ribbon or something down there. Although it's not really as noticeable as I thought it was going to be. Admit it. Did you notice that right away? Well, no, don't admit it. Just say, no, Diane, nobody would ever notice that. You're right. Well, if you look at this image, it's sort of more like illustrated looking with, outlining and everything. I don't think that's going to work, but I sort of wanted that. Well, that was definitely not, in my mind, but since these are all blues, and I would ink them up a little bit because this is all off. Well, that's white up there, kind of. Yeah, that's white up there. Oh, that is too. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought it was all off white. All right, this is not, cut out correctly. So I don't know, what am I going to do after this? Am I done with Christmas stuff? Probably not. Those are kind of okay. I don't know that I'd say I love them. They're good though. I do have a little envelope over there of text stuff. I could put, where to go? Here. It also has other stuff in it that I need to sort out. Like that. No. And I have my printed thing, if you watched. Oh, I guess that was it's off. The journals, the mini Christmas journals video. I just printed some, simple Merry Christmas type words on my computer. It's not bad. I sort of like this font here. That's okay. What about a couple punched flakes? Yeah, that's good. Okay, something like that. Maybe a ribbon or something on the bottom because it's crooked. And I better move these off here. I'm going to slide everything all over the place. It's kind of pretty. Well, with an image like that, can you go wrong? Really? All right, this one. To be honest, I'm not that wild about that, but this middle image was in my cutoff sort of envelope, and I just, I just thought use it up. Well, what would that look like on the bottom? And I suppose this would be nice to send more like to a guy. You have to consider that once in a while too. Or somebody more mature than I am. which is a large portion of the population. Okay, that's kind of nice. Ribbon or wide trim on the top would be good. I should have brought that up with me. Well, what if I put one of these stamps with it? I like that one, but if I'm going to keep this more masculine, I don't think I want that. Well, well, I guess a bird. What about this one? Because it's looking that away. Okay. Sorry, my scissors clunked. Or I clunked them, one or the other. Well, let's get rid of the white. It's way too big. And I sort of hesitated to glue the main images down for this reason. Oh, it should be up or something, but my videos with the hunting around and all that, and I would glue off camera anyway. That's okay. I don't think it's great. Alright, I'll leave it with it. I'm still thinking of ribbon or something at the top, so it may not work out. That's better. What do you think of that? It'd be better if you can cut the border off, right? Alright, we'll try that. Okay? And I'm out of space. Alright, one more here, and then I have to pause and go make dinner. I know. That's something new and different, I know. I don't know what to put with that one. Isn't that pretty, though? That's pretty. Well, we already have deer. No. Star color's not bad. I don't know if I want red. There's no red on that. That almost needs a word, doesn't it? Alright, try to imagine this without red. Yeah. I don't know, are there any interesting words or anything? Too big. No. Nope. Oh, that might work. It's foiled even. Okay, that one I think needs some other snowflakes too, though. What about off-white? And yes, I'm using the edges of an old book page because they're yellowed. Okay. Alright, I have to pause. I'll glue the ones we already did. I still have two more. And so we'll come back and hopefully finish everything off without another pause. Right. Okay, hang on, folks. Okay, I'm back. I already started this segment, but my dogs were goofing around, barking and being loud. I had to stop it. So I put ribbon top and bottom on this one. I think that's done. And I think the crooked is camouflaged enough. You're not going to notice. So here we are. This one, I had put a few cookie images around house. This is washi tape, but it needs something. What about that and maybe a bow over it? I admit these cookies don't show up that well. I think that's just life. I could outline them, but I don't really want to do that. I think the style of the picture, that's not going to look right. Yeah, okay. Alright, pretend that's glued down. It still could use something. Which, I don't know. Maybe I'm fussing too much. I know that's new and different too. No. It's kind of cute, but I don't think it adds that much. You know what I'm saying? It matches so well, it doesn't really stand out. Well, where's my Christmas germ box? Here. Need something, you know, snazzier. Is that the problem? That's too snazzy. So is that. Okay, snazzy isn't working. No. Well, who knew you get so much trouble from a little girl making Christmas cookies? Or is that just mean? That's enough, it's done. Alright, I'll do that. I don't love it. You know, what about, okay, before I cut that, what about this bite? I don't know if I want wide, but I saw this one first. Okay, A or B, you tell me. Well, I think we're going to go with B just because of down there. But A would have been okay too. And I hope I get these done soon because I do want to make out my cars. Okay. Alright, I'll glue that off camera. This one. Yeah, I wound up putting the greeting up there because it actually cut off part of the deer down here. I didn't realize that before. I don't know. Is that almost enough just by itself? Does it need anything? I hope it doesn't need the, oh, here. I like this. What about on the seams, if you will, of the scrapbook paper? it's glittery. I don't know if you're picking that up. It's the only glitter tape I have, which there's a lot here, but when it runs out, that'll be it. Do they even make more? I don't know. There for a while you could get it in like every color. It was pretty cool. But I only bought white. But I haven't seen any for a while. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, you know, maybe just another snowflake down there. There's nothing going on down there. Okay. Okay, good. This one. Maybe just a few more snowflakes around. Where'd my white paper go? I don't know, this wasn't what I was using, but this will do. Okay. I think that's enough. Don't you guys? What if we dotted a little? Will this work on tissue? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Okay. All right, this one. I flip-flopped. I think you saw that part. Yeah, you saw that part. Okay. Well, I'm looking in my Christmas trim box. Something wider. Well, it's like exactly as wide as that. That's not going to work. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's do that there. But what about the bottom? What else? Well, definitely gold. That's okay. It's a little narrow. I don't know, is that better? I think it's too similar to that up there. Oh, I've got wider regret. Well, all right, what about the narrow? And then maybe a ribbon with it underneath. This isn't gonna lay without glue on it. Like, just off white. Oh, this one's not open. That's kind of something. Okay, I think I'll do that. Could do a bow under the bird. Or on the, up there, maybe there. That's kind of nice. I don't know. I had mentioned, I don't know if it was cut off or not. This is a little more masculine. Maybe you don't want a bow. I'll think about that. Okay, lastly. Now this one, I did sew around the image. It needed something. That did help, although it doesn't stand out that well. Maybe just a bow. It's a little nothing down there. All right, this is not the best bow. I have to go tweak this, but like that, or that. I think that's good. Okay, I will pause, glue this ribbon stuff down, and come back for a wrap up. Okay, here we are, all done. They're pretty cute. They're not overly over the top elaborate, but I think they're cute. They're fine. That's a, I don't know, magazine or an ad, I don't know. Had my stash. Here's the large one. Those are washi tapes and then scrap of paper. That's a sentiment I had printed out for last year's cards and I had a couple left over. That's a copy from an old postcard that I used the image and didn't use that, so I saved that, and that's scrap of paper. That one's pretty. The colors on that is a little more like a spruce green, a teal, than green. That one's cute. That's it's either magazine or ad, and then washi tape and a scrap of paper. Candy game. Alright, a few Christmas cards this season to try to use up some of my stash. Didn't make much of a dent. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a nice day out there.